Y'all know I got a little nephew? Yeah. That son of a bitch gets me in some shit. He called me up not too long ago, said, Uncle Zach, I need a favor. He said, will you take me to school tomorrow in the Boom Boom? He calls my truck the Boom Boom truck because I got big subwoofers underneath my back seat. All right, now they come from the factory like that. I'm not one of them kind of people, I promise you. So I told him, I said, yeah, buddy, I'll pick you up in the morning. He said, all right, I'll be ready, 6:45. I said, all right, I'll be there. I turned onto his road the next morning. This little motherfucker looked like Billy Madison out by the damn mailbox. So I pulled up there and said, get your little fat ass in the truck. Boy, he waddles his little fat ass around, hops up in the truck, and off to school we went. Just like I promised him. I got the music turned up loud. But I look over at him and he's got his arms crossed like this, and I can tell he's not happy. And he looks at me and he goes, Uncle Zach, you got any other kind of music? And I looked at him and I said, listen here, rascal, you need to remember one thing. Uncle Zach was a gangster before I was a Christian, son. Remember that, all right? So I put on some of that old school, some of that shit from our day. I am beating the block down. So much all the little high school kids just turn their shit the fuck off. Uncle Zach got way more money than they got. Now, out of respect, whenever we got up to the front of the school where the teachers meet the children, they usher them into the school, I turned it down. And y'all, when little man hopped out of my truck and turned around and looked at me, he goes, Uncle Zach, thank you so much. That was so cool. Thank you. I said, ain't no thing, baby, ain't no thing. All right, now you go on to school. Uncle Zach got to get to the office. He said, okay, bye-bye. And he waddled his little fat ass in school. I no more made it to my office, poured myself a cup of coffee, and sat at my desk, and my phone rang. It's his mama. I didn't answer. But then his daddy called me up. I said, hey, buddy, what's going on with you Monday morning? He said, what the fuck did you do? I said, I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm at the office. He said, boy, let me tell you a story about what little man done did this morning. Apparently, his class was having a hard time with their multiplication tables. And his teacher, that cunt, decided it would be a good idea to use music in order to help them to remember their multiplication tables. Teacher gets up and says, all right, class, time to practice our multiplication tables. Then she calls on little man. She asks him, says, little man, what's your favorite song? Little man looks at the teacher and goes, I don't really have one. She goes, that's okay, baby, that's okay. What's the last song you listened to? He looks at his teacher and he goes, I don't know the name of it. She goes, that's okay, baby. Can you sing it for me? Y'all. He stands there, takes a deep breath, and goes, slob on my knob, like corn on the cob. I got banned from car riders, PTA meetings, and field day, and there's 50-cent pickles at fucking field day, okay? That shit hurt.